Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Justin Riley, and here we are again at the Black Locust Cafe over on East Washington Avenue. And we've got cups to match our outfits today.
Aren't we
So
cute?
I'll
Yes.
drink to that.
It's a blue kind of
Make sure you
day.
curl your finger.
I
Do
can't.
that for sure.
I'm right-handed. We're going to chat with the owner a little bit later in the show. And boy, this is such a great space, such a welcoming place to be. Fabulous food. Come on in here if you haven't been, or come
Yes.
back if you have.
Great for breakfast, great for lunch. Come on in and enjoy it. And we're going to talk with John later on in the program about some pretty cool things that are developing for Robinia Courtyard, which is the umbrella company that Black Locust Cafe is part of.
You got it. Can't wait to chat with him. Fun guy. We'll talk to him later.
Yeah.
Tackling a little tougher topic. We're talking about legal advice law today, and we're learning from a gentleman who is going to be sharing some advice and information with us. So
Yeah.
stick around for that.
Jara Alvarez from Alvarez Law is going to join us, and they speak a lot of languages over there. And so, if you are in need of legal advice, that's the place that you want to go. He's really got a lot of experience.
You bet. And after the break, our very next topic, we're going to be talking a little bit about fashion. We're talking about women's plus size fashion specifically, and there's a few key elements to any wardrobe that you really need. We're going to give you advice on the specifics to that. So a really fun opportunity to talk about fashion. You know, it's tough sometimes as a woman to decide what key elements you need. So sorry, Justin, we're going to leave out the guys today.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that one. But that's coming up right after the break here in Wisconsin Family, so stick with us.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. Jess and I have been enjoying ourselves here at the Black Locust Cafe over on East Washington Avenue. It's on the Near East Side. This is such a neat little place.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I encourage you to stop in. It's a great spot.
We're going to talk with John later on in the program, but first, if you are in need of some legal counsel, stay away from Jessa and I, because we don't know what we're talking about. But
We know
this
nothing.
guy here does. This is attorney Jair Alvarez. Did I get it right the second time?
Yes, you
Jair
did.
Alvarez. Thank you for joining us today, Jair.
I love your name. Such a unique name.
Yeah.
Thank
Very
you. Thank you
nice.
for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about what you have going on over at Alvarez Law. Give us a brief overview of some of the legal services you provide.
So I am a business law and criminal law attorney. I also practice a bit of personal injury and also landlord and tenant as well.
Okay, interesting. So a few really key sort of specialties that you have that probably a lot of folks need.
Yes, absolutely, especially the business and criminal law aspects of the practice.
Okay.
Now let's talk a little bit about how you chose those specific services and sort of the why behind that.
Absolutely. So I've always been very interested in business. I believe business is very important. That's what part of why we're here
Right.
at Black Locust Cafe. Going along with business, criminal law is also very important. It's something that a lot of people need. When I was in law school, I focused in business, and then I also began studying criminal law as well. And I actually studied a bit of criminal white-collar crime. So that's sort of how I mixed those two in there. Then I got started in landlord and tenant as well, because that's a big need here in Madison. And personal injury is sort of the same story.
Wow. So I bet there's all of these things I bet are just so interesting as you learn some of the sort of needs and issues and stories of individuals and are able to provide help and counsel for them. But just listening to you talk about some of these things, I bet we could hear about some examples on a later date that would be really unique and special cases.
I'm just curious to know, I'm just going to kind of throw a little bit of a curveball at you, because I'm just dying to know, do you typically do prosecution or defending, or is it a good mixture of both?
So it really depends. In the criminal side, I always do defense. You would have
Okay.
to be a prosecutor, assistant district attorney,
Okay.
to prosecute on the criminal side.
Okay.
On the civil side, which is more the business side, and I
Okay.
do a lot of litigation. I'm always in court. I do both. I do
Okay.
defend and also prosecute
Okay, wow.
civil lawsuits.
Okay.
So
Very interesting.
whichever side you may find yourself on, I can help you.
Any other services over at Alvarez Law that you want to mention real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. I am in 995 Applegate Road. It's a building where there are a number of law firms in there. We have Diaz Law Firm, which can help you with bankruptcy. We have Team Staley LLC that can help you with family law, also some trademarks. We have Mr. Kevin Boyle, who is an immigration attorney. And now we actually added attorney Christopher Ellis, who is a criminal appeals attorney.
Wow. Okay, so you've got a great network of folks that can help on a lot of different aspects of legal needs.
Yeah, absolutely. We try to bring in as many attorneys as possible that have a wide range of services into our building. We're all separate law firms, just found in one building, so that we can help you as well as we can.
Wow, very nice. Now, Jair is a Portuguese name, I asked you
Yes,
before
it
we
is.
started, so I have a feeling there's more than one language you speak.
Yeah, I speak English, obviously. I speak Spanish as well, and I speak some French.
Oh.
Wow. So you can help a
I feel
lot.
like such a loser all of a sudden. I can barely speak English.
You're pretty good with your English, Justin. Don't feel bad.
Thank you, Jessa.
But that's really nice because I'm sure you've got clients that English is not always their first language. So it's really nice to be able to provide a service, especially with something that's complicated sometimes like legal jargon. If English isn't your first language and all of the legal terms are in English, that could get tricky for a client. So it's really nice for you to be able to offer that.
Absolutely.
And you speak a few languages, but you also have other languages that are spoken in your building. What other languages are spoken at your building?
Yes, Attorney Diaz also speaks fluent French, and he speaks fluent Italian as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's very
Exciting.
cool. Very
I would
cool.
love to hear a few legal terms in Italian. That would be
We
great.
should do a whole segment where each person's just speaking a different language. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be pretty cool.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. We got about a minute left, and I'm curious about some of the most interesting or unique or standout or serious cases that you've handled. Can you give us an idea of maybe some serious stuff?
Absolutely. In the past, I have handled, along with a co-counsel, Jason Gonzalez, who is also a criminal defense attorney here in town. He's actually running for the mayor of Fitchburg right now. Together, we have worked attempted homicide. We have also worked a reckless homicide. We work high felonies together very often on the civil side. I actually, just a few months ago, I won a default judgment for $56,000.
Wow.
And some other cases such as those.
Incredible. You don't think about those kinds of cases, or at least I don't, being in this community, but realistically, all communities have their challenges and struggles, and there are some really serious things to take on right here in our counties. So Thank you for sharing those with us.
Thank
So
you.
if you are in need of legal advice, talk to attorney Jair Alvarez over at Alvarez Law. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after the break.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are near downtown at Black Locust Cafe. We're going to check in with the folks a little bit later and talk a little bit about their menu and some other things. Right now, we are honored to have Miss Zoe Schuler joining us, who is the owner of a plus-size boutique in Middleton, and the boutique is called Zebella Boutique. It's such a fabulous place, and I'm so glad to have you today.
Thank you.
So thanks for being here. So, gosh, wardrobes can be such a mystery sometimes because it's hard to know really what to have, to spend money on, and those sort of staple pieces that everybody needs. So let's talk a little bit about what the kind of key staples are. The wardrobe essentials, I think, is the wording that you used, and I think that's really smart. So there's a few items that every woman needs in their closet. So
Right.
let's talk about that.
So the first thing we thought would be a great wardrobe staple for every woman is a statement jacket.
Yes.
Especially going into spring, it's a great layering piece, and they come in a ton of different styles. It could be a blazer, it could be a moto jacket, it could be leather, it could be linen. I mean, there's just so many options.
This is a great one. What material is
This
this?
one's linen.
Okay, and it looks beautiful. I was wondering if it was linen, because it's got that just little sort of casual texture to it that's really pretty. And I love how you've got it paired here. Love this top too with the different textures. So, so beautiful. And you've kind of dressed up a casual material with some of the jewelry and made it really fun. Yeah. Now you've got a couple other examples here, some that I've seen before and some new ones that I haven't, but I love this suede piece, such a beautiful, like you said, statement piece. And I love how she has this paired too, really cute. And then the long jacket. So I never know how to do these, but you've got it pictured so nice
with
here.
just a nice blouse under it. It's very work appropriate. Yes. It's, kind of got that long blazer look.
Right. So cute and funky. It's got a little twist to it, right?
Yeah.
And then this one is a great, another option for that jacket. I really like that.
Yep, another way to wear it.
So let's talk a little bit about the button-up shirt. I am one of these button-up shirt fanatics. I think I have like 20 of these in my closet. So tell me a little bit about this one. The material's fabulous.
Yeah, so just a basic button-up, whether it's just a solid white or a solid color, you can't go wrong. A solid button-up, like your traditional, isn't my style. So I showed you a couple different ones. This one is plaid sew-in. It's got some great stretch to it. It's not going to gap.
What's funny about this one in particular is when you look at this, you probably are assuming that this is like made out of some kind of flannel material. It's so soft and so stretchy.
And it's lightweight. It just feels great. So if you can dress a little more casually for work, this would be a great option. If you want a different option even outside of this, what I'm wearing is a crinkled, kind of just a little bit edgier look, but it is a traditional kind of button-up.
Right,
so.
It's a great way to kind of put a little twist on the usual button-up.
Right.
And obviously you've got these pictured here really cute with some ideas. And then I like these too. So now looking at this white one, is this the same material? It got that little stretch?
It's really similar. It's got the stretch, so it's going to lay really nicely.
Really cute. And then the blue. Everyone needs a classic blue. I love that. Okay, really cool. All right, so obviously we want to talk about the little black dress, right? That's one that we all want in our closet, and it's so nice to have one that you love. That's your go-to. So you have one on this mannequin here that I just think, talk about classic. It's black, it's sleek, it is that little black dress, but now you've got this gorgeous little underlay here. Makes it
just a little bit of extra detail. The silhouette of that is just easy. It's very forgiving. It doesn't cling anywhere. It just kind of flows. And sleeves are great. A lot of our customers always want a sleeve. So you can't go wrong with something like that, but you got
it dressed up with the jewels here. The thing that I really like about this material is, like you said, it just lays really nice and is very forgiving, which of course all women want, but also it looks really dressy, but I bet it feels really casual. Like it's an opportunity to dress up, but like not feel so
I think it could be
stuffy.
a very fancy dress, or I would wear it with sandals and a jean jacket.
I love that.
There's a lot of ways to do it.
So much versatility in this dress. Okay, so I want to look at some of these other options because it's hard to know. Little black dress, everyone's got their own style and taste. Now you've even got a long one here.
So that long one's got some great mesh details. It's got a mesh sleeve and then mesh along the bottom that's got the uneven hem. It's really pretty when you move. So that's gonna have a little bit more coverage on the legs, which is some people want.
Right.
And then the next one is gonna it's almost a similar fabric to the button-up. It's got some great stretch.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed.
It's got pockets, also the sleeve again.
Love that.
But I think just a little black dress in your wardrobe, whether you wear dresses a lot or not, it's great to have. If you have an event that comes up, you can pull it out. They're never going to go out of style.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even just grabbing dinner, like you said, you can make this so casual and just wear sandals.
And you'll be comfortable.
And comfortable, I know. I'm a live-in dress person in the summer. Now, I love the cutout detail of this one. That is really cool.
It's beautiful. It's, it's a higher neck, but it's a little sexy with the cutouts.
Sure. Yeah, and that's a fun way to actually get coverage, but like give a little sex appeal too.
Not too much.
Not too edgy, but it's very nice and very well done. Well, I love all of these examples. Oh, and then we have two more. Okay, the cutout shoulder.
The cold shoulder, you can't go wrong with that. That's a huge trend.
What a great way, again, to kind of get something that's got a good coverage, but you got a little bit of leg and a little bit of shoulder just to bring some accent out.
And then, if you wanted something even more casual, it doesn't have to be totally solid black. A little bit embroidery along the neckline, things like that.
The little black dress has a little hint of color. I love it. Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Zoe. You're so good at all this stuff and styling and beautiful, beautiful clothes. I love chatting with you. Make sure you go to Middleton and stop in Z Bella Boutique. It's a fabulous plus-size store. You don't want to miss out. Thanks for for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Wisconsin Family after the break.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are sitting here at the Black Locust Cafe, and we are just about to engage in a lively conversation with John Reske. John, how are you?
No pressure.
I'm hoping it's going to be lively this morning.
Oh, I'm
Let's
sure
do
it
this.
will be. We always have fun here.
Yeah, we've been having a blast so far today and got to talk with lots of great guests, but we love being in this space. It's such a welcoming space and such a friendly group of folks you have here. So
It is.
Thanks
It's
for
good
having
family.
us. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Jessa, as per Jessa's request, we're going to talk about food.
You know I like to talk about food. I've been perusing the menu,
Yeah.
you see, and ogling Ken's, our production manager's breakfast this morning. So I hear the food is fabulous.
It is good. It is good. Great reviews all around, actually. And it's
Yeah.
a little, you know, we've got a little something for everybody on the menu, which is
You
nice.
bet, yes, and a really unique menu. So what's your favorite, you think?
I like the Bings, the crepe sandwiches. Those are so good.
Absolutely.
I was kind of eyeballing those before we started filming, and someone said, "Are you going to order anything?" And I said, "Yes." After the show, I definitely am.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. And you've got bowls on the menu: quinoa, chili, kale, avocado. Sounds healthy, but really good stuff.
It is. It is.
So you serve breakfast and lunch. You're open 8 to 3 p.m. every day.
That is correct. Obviously, we're open till 9 at night, but the kitchen's open till 3 p.m.
Oh, the
every day.
kitchen's open till 3. Okay,
Right.
got it. Okay.
Beautiful. So you guys have a great menu. I think that's wonderful. And of course, you can come get a glass of wine or some beer. And you got a kind of a rotating selection of
Yeah,
different
all
local
local,
beers.
local,
Yeah.
yep.
I love that when a place will really support local. There are local breweries and local folks, because this community is so keen to that. You know, making sure that we really want to support the local businesses. And I love the fact that you can go to a local business and drink beer from other local businesses.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
nice medley.
It is. Obviously, those are the customers that come in and visit you on a regular as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is. There's some reciprocity there, and you exchange dollars, keep it in the community, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, it's always a good idea because it stretches that much further
Absolutely.
economically.
There's not a lot of places you can simultaneously get a beer and a crepe.
Not so much. Yeah, you're right. That is
But
a
you
bit of a
can here.
rarity. And
Yeah.
and especially the crepe sandwiches as well. You know, the Bings are quite popular and
Yeah.
pretty much what separates us from any other establishment in town right now. So that's exciting.
Incredible food.
Bada bing.
Love
Coming on
coming
to try
here.
the-
Bada bing. You
Yep.
just couldn't wait to say
I
that.
couldn't wait to say that. What's going on? What's new at Robinia Courtyard? Because there's been some changes since we started filming the show here.
Right.
But you've got, they're all positive changes.
Yeah, no, they are all positive. I am a firm believer that all change is good. It's been an interesting road over the last few months. Obviously, the closings of the older restaurants, Julep and Barolo, and moving forward. And we had a chef-driven concept that we were pushing. I think last time we had met, we were discussing that and very excited about that. And then. I leave the country for 10 days, went to Belize in Mexico, which was amazing.
Wow.
But and then come back, and our executive chef, who just had his second child, and his life is changing a little bit, and he's not really in a position to open up a new restaurant, right? So he thought long and hard, and I think that moment of separation gave him an opportunity to find some clarity in his life and things like that. So. So we will not be moving forward with things as originally intended. So, we've got, and there's still a lot of interested restaurateurs out there that are approaching me on the daily, actually, and we do think we've got a concept which is going to be more of a landlord-tenant. We're going to remain in control of the front space here and then rent out the back 2 spaces to another outfit, actually. Okay. So again, it's still subject to some finalization, but again, we think we found a good match with concept and with timing, and again, the whole thing, courtyard use, all of that. So there's so many variables as far as shared space and things like that. So we got some things to work out, but we're excited again. And more to come.
Yeah, well, gosh, what a busy time for you, not only traveling, but everything going on with the business. And I bet every day in this building is something new and something exciting, and talking to new people and dreaming up what the concept is going to be, because you're in such a great space. You've already got such a great and established restaurant here,
right.
And such a wonderful use of space and potential. We had the pleasure of attending one of our coworkers' birthday parties just next door, and and that was such a beautiful space that I had never been in. So that was a really fun time and a neat place to be.
Yeah, and in general, you know, this part of town, the Cap East neighborhood, is really going through a lot of changes. And how do you see what's happening at Rabinia Courtyard fitting into the overall changes that are happening in this area?
Yeah, and that's just it, right? You know that in 12 to 18 months, this is going to be out of control. I mean, we're going to be surrounded by towers, and it's, again, finding that right fit that's going to cater to that additional crowd moving forward. What is that crowd going to look like? The 2,500-person music venue that's breaking ground right now. The fence is going up as we speak. You know, the American Family Insurance, 600 employees in that tower. You know, the daytime crowd, obviously, there's going to be plenty of apartments going up as well to cater to some of those positions. So there's so much going on, and again, it is, you know, Rabinia is, although pretty fixed geographically and spatially, conceptually, it still has plenty of opportunity to breathe and expand with the corridor as well. So we'll see. Time will tell. Obviously, we've got I already have 10 events, most of them weddings, already interested and you know, penciled in at this point, and hopefully whatever concept moves in there, we'll greet them with open arms, because it's a beautiful space back there. And so we'll see. You know, programming still very much up in the air as far as what it's going to be catering to and what this district's going to look like.
And what is that still available if people want to rent some of the space?
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay. We get calls every day. People walk in, and you know, we've got we had 2 events on Monday and Tuesday. We've got another event this weekend. We've got 3 more Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. So it's pretty crazy, actually. Again, people are like love the kind of not abandoned building, but again, like this, you know, this space that nobody has heard of, kind of thing.
It's so artsy and beautiful, and such a cozy space, but yet able to accommodate a lot. And I think that it's a hard combination to find. And you've got that beautiful outdoor space, so a great place for an event. Spoken from an attendee of one, it was just a lovely time.
Yeah, and this is the first time that we filmed in this particular corner of the restaurant. Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing behind you.
Oh, that is so
yes.
neat.
Well, this is the back of the main fur vault door, actually. So, you know, when this was Savadesky's Fur Quarters, they used to store all of Madison's fur coats over the summertime here in this refrigerated vault that we're in. It used to be 2 stories with a scaffolding.
Refrigerated vault?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so yeah, they'd store all of the fur coats, and this is the back of the door, and you can see the refrigerated door that once was here. But yeah, it's a cool concept, and you know, a nice little piece of history to capture.
That is so neat. Well, what a rich and unique history that you have here. And how interesting that this rich and unique history is coming on the cusp of sort of all these brand new changes and evolutions for this space and this area of town. It's all kind of coming full circle. I think it's just a really neat time for you and time to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, we enjoy our time here, John. Thank you for having us, of course. And if you're interested in booking an event or just coming down and having a bing, come on down to Black Locust Cafe. Give them a call. They'll help you out. Thank you so much for having us again today.
Thanks, you too.
That's all the time we have for Wisconsin Family. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands.